guys, this is Jordan from Olympus Gaming, yeah! Why do I keep saying it like that? Anyway, no video for possibly just over a week now, mostly because I have been really busy watching E3, and I was gonna do like, press conference reviews for every single press conference, but then there wasn't really much to talk about in like Microsoft's and EA's and Ubisoft because they weren't that great, except for backwards compatibility, yeah, which is easily the best thing about Microsoft's press conference, besides some of the rare stuff, I guess. Anyway, I'm just going to do this video, so I'm just going to go through all of the press conferences, and, well, not all of the press conferences, well, yeah, I am going to go through all of them, but I'm not going to talk about every little thing that happened. I'm just going to talk about the most interesting parts of every single one of them. I'm going to go in order as well, so we're going to start off well, and then go down and down until we get to Square Enix's press conference. Anyway, Bethesda, which had a very great press conference. Doom 4, I just said that from very, very far away, but Doom 4 looked absolutely well, not completely fantastic. They didn't really show too much, it was just really a montage of blood and gore, which is good for Doom fan. I personally have only ever played the first one, which was actually fantastic. But yeah, that is great to actually see gameplay of it for once. Dishonored, there's not really much to say about it due to the fact that I have not played the first one yet. I need to get around to that. But it looks fine. I don't know if they showed any gameplay, I'm not sure. But the highlight of Bethesda's conference was easily Fallout 4, which looked fucking amazing. I really like that you start off right before the apocalypse, which just looks so cool. And people complain about the graphics, what the fuck? It looks great! Plus, you have a baby in the game. And as far as I know, you see dog meat early. It took me fucking over 100 hours to find him. Although I'm not sure if you find him in the third Fallout, if you find him randomly or you find him in certain locations. But I just randomly found him. I was like, you're coming with me, you little fucking dick. Anyway, that's enough of Bethesda's conference now, because they're the only things that interested me. And Microsoft's, how do I put this? Backwards compatibility, next! No, Rare showed their new game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's some like pirate thing. It looked kind of cool. It just kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed 4, except probably it won't be anywhere as good because it's Rare and everything that they do these days is shit. Anyway, they showed some game Recall, which was being done by I can't remember his name. I think it was one of the guys who used to work at Capcom. But that looks alright, except CGI fucking trailers. Most of it on Microsoft's conference was just CGI fucking trailers. Show gameplay. A certain other company learnt from the past and did not do CGI trailers, which I'll get to soon. Next, I think it was EA after this. Star Wars Battlefront. That's it. Star Wars Battlefront. EA did fuck all. All what we saw was FIFA, Madden, NHL, 2016, shit like that. It was shit. The only good thing was Star Wars Battlefront, I think. I think they had another indie game that looked fine, but Star Wars Battlefront, it looks great actually. I personally wasn't looking forward to it after all the stuff like, there's not going to be any proper story in this game. Although, who the fuck played the Star Wars Battlefront story? And there's no fucking space battles. Instead, they're being done on the planet, which, after seeing the gameplay, I'm pretty fine with that. Because it looked fantastic. And Heroes back. Yay! Which actually looked pretty cool. As far as we know, I think it was just EA and then Sony. I'm not sure. Time to look it up. Actually, while that happens, I'm just going to talk about Sony's. Fantastic! Well, not perfect. But The Last Guardian! I have been waiting for like 8 years for this moment. And you gave it to us in the form of a gameplay trailer. Microsoft, that is how you announce a game. Do not show stupid CGI trailers, you dicks. This is why I don't want to get your console. Yet. But yeah, The Last Guardian looked absolutely fantastic. No, seriously, it looks absolutely amazing, and it literally is a fusion. Ooh. It literally was a fusion of Ico. Is it Ico? Ico? I don't know. Ico and Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. It looked like a fusion of both of them, which is fantastic because both of them games are some of the best games I personally have ever played. What else? Final Fantasy VII Remake! Final Fantasy VII Remake! I feel like having to say that repeatedly. Yes! I have been waiting for this game for over 10 years. Ever since Square Enix showed that tech demo of Final Fantasy VII running on the PS3. And all they did was show a teaser, and that is all what they needed to show. Because it looks so awesome with all the old themes and stuff. Oh. Sweet Jesus. Anyway, enough of that. Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3. I think it's Yu Suzuki. I probably butchered the name. I think that's his name. Came out with was it Shuhei Yoshida or one of the other guys? And while most people were slightly annoyed at the fact that Sony wasn't actually funding it themselves, they basically just announced for everyone to fund the game on Kickstarter, which, as of now, it's way over its target. Its target was 2 million, and it got 2 million in less than about 9 hours, which is like the quickest funding I think I've ever heard of. Personally, I've ever. But yeah, also one thing as well, while people were annoyed at the fact that they didn't fund it themselves, actually after the game was funded, they're actually helping out with the development, I heard, which is pretty cool. I always like to see that type of stuff. Anyway, enough of that. Horizon first, I can't remember its subtitle, but it's Horizon something, made by the guys at Guerrilla Games who made the Killzone series, which is decent. The game looked absolutely great. I wish the female protagonist would show up sometimes, but I'm guessing it's not going to be like that all the time. I think it's just for the demo that they showed, which did look great. It's like an action RPG open world, I think. Well, from the looks of it, it looked like that. But it looked great. It's coming out next year, I think. And then, what else? Uncharted 4. You get to drive a car in it, which is pretty cool. It actually did look great, though. I have to pick up the Nathan Drake collection that's coming out later this year, I think. Anyway, what else did they show off? I'm going to say this now. There was one other game that everyone else is going to be like, why are you talking about this? It's shit. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. They are got a partnership with Activision now, which is weird because since then Sony have never had the partnership with Activision. It's been Microsoft. This could be now proof how dominant Sony is, This is not me trying to be a dick, by the way. I'm just thinking of it in the neutral respect right now. Anyway, oh yeah, I just looked up and I missed out Ubisoft's press conference. I'm not even sure if I should be bothered by that. But they showed off the new South Park game, actually, that is cool because Stick of Truth was a pretty good game, actually. They announced a new IP called For Honor, which is basically the Western answer to Dynasty Warriors, which should be good because Dynasty Warriors is a pretty fun game, although a bit repetitive. Anno 2205. I only ever played one of the other games and it was pretty good. I don't know if I pronounced it right though. And Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which looks more like a Splinter Cell game at some points because of all the stealth stuff. I only ever played Ghost Recon 2, which is a pretty good game actually. And that was it. Who was next? After Sony, I think it was Nintendo. They showed off a new Metroid Prime. I think it was a Metroid Prime. It was a Metroid game on the 3DS, which is awesome, all good. And the only other game that I'm going to mention, because I'm not much from Nintendo's actually interested. Oh yeah, new Zelda game. I forgot all about that, which is always good. I'm guessing they're releasing that, so everyone will start shutting up. We'll start shutting up about the new Zelda Wii U game. And what was the other game? It was, oh yeah, Earthbound, which was announced, which is also good. Actually, I'm gonna look it up because I can't even remember what the fucking game was now. Nintendo. Oh yeah, Star Fox. Star Fox Zero, I think it's called, which looked absolutely fantastic. I love me some of that shit. Now on to Square Enix. I'm gonna say tonight they announced good games, but most of it was not gameplay. It was just them talking for about 10 minutes without anything being shown. But the game's good. Oh, actually, there's a new Nier coming out. Who the fuck played that game? No one. It was a cult. It had a cult following. Anyway, enough of that. This pissed me off. Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. I mean, Unchained X. You're all gonna be thinking, what's Kingdom Hearts? That's good. No. It's a mobile game. It is a mobile game. If you're gonna announce a Kingdom Hearts spin-off, put it on a console, or at least a handheld. Put it on the Vita or 3DS. Do not put it on phones! It's been like 3 years since fucking Dream Drop Distance, and the next game in the series, Unchained X, is a fucking mobile game. Who wants that? Anyway, enough of that. Kingdom Hearts 3 got showed off and it looked great. No idea who the two guys was sat there playing chess. Somebody in the comments, please answer me. So I want to know. I've only ever played the first game and a bit of the second one. But it looked great. Kingdom Hearts fans probably wet themselves in the process. Anyway, last game I'm going to talk... No, World of Final Fantasy, I forgot to talk about that in the Sony press conference. Chibi thingy. It actually had a... When they're in the normal forms, they look... Obviously, the guy who does the character designs for Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely did the character designs for this, because they look really similar. Anyway, last game I want to talk about... Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness. Everyone comments and everyone viewing is probably shout, what the fuck is Star Ocean? For me, it's one of the best RPG series around. Star Ocean 3 is probably one of my favourite games of all time. So to see this being shown off at E3 is a big deal for me, because I just love the game. And the game looks fantastic. The way it transitions to the battles is absolutely great. No little loading screens and none of that shit. It looked great. And we're about 15 minutes into the video, almost. I hope you like this video, guys, and what was your favourite press conference of E3, and what was your favourite game shown off at E3? For me, it was probably The Last Guardian or Fallout 4 or Uncharted. I'm not going to say Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts or Shenmue, because not enough was shown of them. Like, I probably would have preferred, well, for Final Fantasy VII, I'm not bothered that there wasn't gameplay showed, because the game's probably only just been in development for a short time, and Shenmue 3 the same. And Kingdom Hearts, I probably would have preferred to see a little bit of story showed, like it was just two guys playing chess. They could have just showed somebody talking normally. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, and subscribe, like, and peace!